comic book fans? Blue Goblin here with the latest comic book review blog. Don't know exactly when this is going to be uploaded because I got a lot of things to do over the weekend. But this is going to be 2 parts. So start part 1 off with a book that I missed last week, and am I ever regretful that I did. Batman Battle for the Cowl, issue number 1. I really wanted to get this book last week, but the comic book store was shorted on it. And my dumb ass forgot to put it on my pull list. I gotta tell you, this was beautifully done. This is incredible. I mean, every review that I saw on it was absolutely good. I read the reviews over the past week, and I didn't find a single bad review for this book. This is incredibly written. Tony Daniel getting some props. This is good stuff. I gotta say, everybody was banking on Jason Todd being this new Batman that's going around with guns blazing and everything. You know what? I gotta agree with him. And Cammy's Comic Corner pointed that out too. He has his money on Jason Todd being this mysterious new Batman that's running around. Kind of mixed. I do regret missing this last week, but I made up for it. This is a great book. This is a great. This is going to be a great miniseries if it continues to be as good as this was. Very nicely done. I don't know. Is it going to be revolutionary and historic? Maybe, maybe not. That's strictly opinion wise. But this is a series I highly recommend you check out. Speaking of good series, let's go to Dark Avengers number 3. Man, Morgana Le Fay, what a bitch, right? I like it. This is great. I mean, what else can you do? What else can you do with the Sentry? You know, I hate to change the subject from the title, but I couldn't help but notice what's Norman Osborn? Who's Norman Osborn trying to fool when he's talking to the Sentry? We all know that Norman Osborn is a psychopathic bastard. But that's why we like the character. That's why we like this. That's why we like this series. That's why we like Marvel comic books. You know, we always get the sinister twists. We always love that stuff, and this is no exception. This is great stuff. I mean, I've said it before. This is the greatest time right now to be an Avengers fan. You got this. You got Dark Avengers. You got Mighty Avengers, New Avengers. You got Avengers: The Initiative. All 4 of those books, as far as I'm concerned, those series kick ass. This is a kick-ass book. But I don't know. It may be just me, but I'm wondering if this series will only stick around as long as Dark Reign is. Because I'm wondering when Dark Reign ends, I'm wondering if this series will end with it. Because I'm really praying this isn't a mini series. I'm hoping this is an ongoing series because I don't know. I like the fact that Norman Osborn, the son of a bitch that he is being portrayed as the hero right now. It's not bad. I love it. Yep. You knew this was going to happen. You knew it was coming. Amazing Spider-Man, number 588, part 4 of Character Assassination. This is the conclusion of the story. Mr. Guggenheim, this wasn't perfect. Not going to lie to you. John Romita Jr., best artist for Spider-Man ever. Enough said. Was this as good as New Ways to Die? My opinion, no. Oh, and by the way, a user, I think his name is Black Phoenix, he wanted me to do a review of on New Ways to Die, and let me let that person know that as soon as I can find the time, because I got a lot of stuff going on this weekend, and plus I got some college work that's got to be done. As soon as I can find some time, I'll go to my back issues, pull out New Ways to Die and see if I can find time to do a review on that. Maybe it'll be known as my next retro review, even though it's not really that retro. But I just want to let Black Phoenix know that I am taking it into consideration that I might review New Ways to Die. But let's get back to this. This was pretty good stuff. But it wasn't as good as New Ways to Die. But that's just my opinion. Amazing Spider-Man is continuing to lose its steam for me. I mean, don't even get me started on the last issue. I mean, Spider-Man was such a candy ass in that book, and I don't know. I mean, is this the right time to be a Spider-Man fan? I don't know. it just isn't. Sometimes it just isn't Spider-Man to me. Speaking of spiders, Amazing Spider-Girl number 30. This is the end for now, as the title so says. This is the final issue of Amazing Spider-Girl, and as far as I'm concerned, it went out with a bang. This was great. I mean, this was a Spider Family series that I think was a little underrated. I mean, not too many people dug this series. I've collected Amazing Spider-Girl since issue number 1. There's only 30 issues of this series, but it's great. I don't understand why Marvel has got such a problem with Peter Parker being married and being a dad. I mean, I like it. I mean, I've made it no secret that I hated how Peter and Mary Jane got married. I mean, I was glad that they got married, but I hated how it happened. But what's the big deal about a married Peter Parker? I don't get it. Why does it piss Marvel off so much that he just can't be married and he can't have a family? Because this is great. I mean, the final confrontation with Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, inhabiting the body of Peter Parker. This was a solid series. I'm sad to see it go, but it's going to pick up an Amazing Spider-Man family. Maybe Spider-Girl will get yet another series in the future, and if she does, I'll be picking it up, because Spider-Girl is an underrated character in my opinion, and I think she is well deserved. She's well deserving of what we call an instant classic. Speaking of this, let's stick with the spiders. Spider-Man Noir number 4 of 4. I gotta tell you, this is by far one of my favorite Spider-Man miniseries stories of all, not of all time, but in the past few years. This is great. Spider-Man Noir was a gem. I'll call it a gem. I was surprised at how Norman Osborn was revealed to be the Goblin in this particular series. I always wondered why they call him the Goblin. Yeah, he doesn't wear a Green Goblin suit. Whoa. What you see in this book, will it blow you away? Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't know. That's your call to make, not mine. But this series kicked ass. Pick it up in trade if you missed out on it. It is probably one of the best Spider-Man stories I've read in a long time. It's great. I love the fact that we see how Spider-Man would have worked in the 1930s era. This is one I should recommend you pick up in trade if you missed out on it. But if you missed out on it, you missed a real gem. Well, that's it for part 1. Part 2, we're going to be dealing with a lot of X-Bucks. So until I see you later.